So what do you do? I own a couple of businesses. Okay, like what? So that's too boring and basic. Extremely vague. It makes a person feel like you're not even really interested in talking to them or introducing yourself. So let's try that one again. So what do you do? I own a fashion line and a business coaching platform. Oh cool, what kind of fashion line and what's the business coaching? Still very vague. It kind of leaves the person unclear of what you do. So of course they're going to have more questions, which some people can kind of get annoyed with too many questions, or some people just feel uncomfortable asking too many questions when you give them such a vague response. Take 3. What do you do? I am the CEO of a women's wholesale clothing line, as well as I have a platform offering business coaching and mentoring, and I also do it on YouTube as well. Interesting. I would love to know more. Okay, that one there is better. It's detailed but brief, but let's spice it up a little bit more.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
What's up, icons? It's the iconic fashion figure, and we're on episode 2 of our personal branding series. And this week we're going to be focusing on creating our personal branding speeches or our personal branding pitches, whatever you want to call it. This is like those elevator pitches, but truly it's our personal brand statement. This is describing who you are with a pinch. So the moment someone asks you, what do you do, or who you are, you know exactly how to respond, and it'll remain consistent with your personal brand. So let's get into how to create a personal brand statement. First, you want to start off with the hook. And this can be like a question or some type of statistic, just something to really engage the person you're talking to. You want to grab their attention. For example, a lot of individuals are afraid to help others in the same industry as them, or that is their direct competition, as if there's only enough money in this world to be made by them. So once you come up with their hook, let's get right into it and tell them, what is it that you do? So give them the action. What do you do for a living? Who are you? So basically here you're telling your title. For example, but not me. I'm a 2-time CEO of a women's wholesale clothing line called Nouveau Rich, offering women's clothing and accessories with several opportunities to expand. So now that you told them who you are or what it is you do, now you need to stand out. So what makes you different from everyone else that is doing what you are doing or similar to what you are doing? For example, but I also have a business coaching and mentoring platform built all by myself for entrepreneurs like me. And then once we stand out, we want to follow up with that impact. So how has your brand or your title, you as an individual, made a difference? How have you actually helped the industry that you are currently working in? For example, as of today, I have helped over 50,000 people worldwide for free just on my YouTube channel alone, including sharing wholesale vendors that are considered my direct competition. So now you have your hook, because you've grabbed their attention. You've gone through the action by telling them what it is you do or who you are. Then you stood out a little. You had your moment to brag about yourself and why you're different from everyone else. And then the impact. So this is not necessarily bragging anymore. This is facts. This is who you are, what you've done so far in the world. And now you want to add in your call to action. So get them to do something after you've already told them about yourself. So this could be them engaging even further in the conversation, having a longer discussion to really getting to know you. This is usually in like a networking setting, or if you're just walking by someone really quick and it's a quick conversation as you guys are passing paths, you'll maybe share your contact information with them to maybe meet up later or turn them into a customer for that matter. But you want to get them to do something. For example, here's my digital business card with links to all of my platforms. You should check them out. So there's 5 steps to creating your personal brand statement. It's really easy and simple. When you're first starting out, it might seem a little hard because it's like you don't know where to start. But once you get started and you use these 5 steps, it is pretty easy. So now that I've given you the 5 steps, let me run through a full example of a personal brand statement. This is how I would do my personal brand statement. So a lot of individuals are afraid to help others that are in the same industry as them or that are even their direct competition, as if there's only enough money in this world to be made by them. But not me. I am a 2-time CEO of not only a wholesale clothing line called Nouveau Rich, offering women's clothing and accessories, but I also have a business coaching and mentoring platform built all by myself for entrepreneurs like me. As of today, I have helped over 50,000 people worldwide completely free just on my YouTube channel alone. And that's including sharing wholesale vendors that are considered my direct competition. Here's my digital business card with all the links to all of my platforms. You should check it out. So really in that moment, after saying all that, the only thing that's running through my head, I'm really just a boss ass bitch. But that's it for the personal brand statement. Use those 5 steps to go through and create a statement that you can use every time someone asks you, what do you do? Who are you? You're able to describe yourself. Now, some quick tips when creating your personal brand. You want to keep it between 30 seconds to a minute. You don't want it to be too long where you lose their attention, but you don't want it to be too short where it ends up being very vague and they really don't understand who you are or what it is that you do. And another tip I can give you when creating your personal brand statement, and it'll help you to truly perfect it, test it out on people you know. And when you're testing it out on people, don't just read it out, but truly do it as if you're talking to someone you don't know and read that person's body language and the reaction to what it is you're saying. That way you'll know if you need to go tweak some things or if you have a strong personal brand statement. This will also help you to understand, is it too long, too short, too vague, too detailed? You know, it'll give you an idea of how to perfect your personal brand statement. But like we talked about in the previous episode of our personal branding series, everything is to be consistent. So if you're following these steps that I'm providing you, trust me, by the end of this series, you're going to have a strong personal brand, because that is the goal of 2022. Thank you for watching.